Okay, so here we go. So number 3, you want to obtain a sample to estimate a population proportion. Based on previous evidence, you believe the population proportion is approximately. See how this is knowing something? Notice right there, we know P is about 0.86. You don't need that 0. I'm just going to say 0.86. Do you see that? This time we know something. Based on previous evidence, you believe the population proportion is approximately. So right away, we're going to grab this formula. Sample P known. See what's different on this problem? This time we know something about P, so we're not using the 0.25 formula that we used on the other problems, but now we're using the new formula right there. So that's the one we're going to use. Let's do it. So it's going to be n equals z squared p with 1 minus p over e squared. I think I had that right. P1 minus p over e squared. Yeah. So that's the formula we're going to use because p is known to equal 0.86. So we use this formula. Okay. So we start off exactly the same. We've got to get the inverse norm. So step number 1. Second, and we got to hit the vars button with the distribution above it and get our inverse norm. And then that'll sort of depend on your calculator. If you have the kind that goes area mu and sigma, these are 0 and 1. The area will be parenthesis 1 minus confidence level divided by 2. So in my, let me squeeze that in a little bit better. Oops. 1 minus confidence level divided by 2. And the confidence level, 96% in my case, so 0.96 divided by 2, or you might have the other kind, which requires you to do inverse norm, parenthesis, and then within there, parenthesis 1 minus confidence level divided by 2, comma 0, comma 1. If you have the old style like I do, you put your 0.96 right there. All right, so one way or the other, start off exactly the same. Get your z, and then as soon as you've got your z, immediately we hit second, and then the answer button, which has the negative and the A and S on the top. Second answer, right here we're doing to the second power, and then right arrow. Maybe that might be required depending on your calculator. Parenthesis, and then the P. You've got to put the P value, whatever the P. In my case, it's 0.86. Oops. And then you got to put another parenthesis and 1 minus P. In my case, again, it's 1 minus 0.86. And then divided by, and then you've got to do the E. The E is the within. There's your air, your E, within 2%. So in my case, E to the second power, and hit enter. In my case, the E is 0.02. 0.02. And there we go. And again, round up. Well, here, let me get my number first, and then we'll round it up. You always round up. Even 0.000001 will round up. Everything rounds up because talking to more people is always better. You get more accuracy. So
Are you supposed to get a E in your answer?
No, no.
I had 1 point and then all the numbers and this is E -4.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I gotcha. Just a second.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. That happens sometimes. I don't think, just keep going. Get to the final answer. I think it'll,
Yeah, that was the final answer I had when I typed in all the stuff you just put right now.
oh. All right, I'm getting 1269.58. 1269.58. And then, of course, remember, we always round up, even if that was 0.001. So 1270, right? Talking to more people is better. They're saying you need to talk to exactly 1269.58, but you can't talk to 0.58 of a person. So you talk to one more person, 1270 people, and that'll get you the accuracy you need. Let me show it on my main screen calculator. There we go. So go to second vars distribution down to inverse norm. Let's clear this out. Again, parenthesis 1 minus, mine was 96% confidence, so 0.96. Parenthesis divided by 2, and then just hit enter. The 0 and the 1 are already there for the other two spots. Bunch of enter. So there's my inverse norm. Now remember, it's very important. As soon as that appears in the screen, don't hit anything else. Hit second answer, because then you grab that exact answer that was just on the screen to the second power, and you got to go right arrow to get out of the power zone. And I'm going to go parenthesis P. What's my P? My P was 0.86. You don't need the 0, just 0.86 is good. Parenthesis. Then another parenthesis, 1 minus 0.86, parenthesis, divided by my error, which was 0.02, 0.02 to the power of 2. Enter. And there it is. There's the answer I mentioned, 1269.58 that I got in my handheld calculator as well. All right. Let me go back to the iPad. And so there it is. There's all the buttons on that one.